Welcome to the show, everyone. It's the Iris Show featuring me, Iris,
Wow.
and my meat sack of a sidekick, Drew.
Yep, that's me, old meat sack Drew. That's what they call me. Hold on. What do we got? Well, this can't be good. You know what? I think I'm gonna go fishing right now. I need some me time. Sheik's gonna have to understand. Waging a one-man war against the supernatural forces of evil and single-handedly preventing the collapse of the entire world, it's probably kind of a downer. I need to recharge these batteries. You can't pour from an empty cup. If it was today, Link definitely would have like some type of load management system in place, right? You know what? How about you zip it, Drew? Events are unfolding and you're missing it. Oof. What was in the well? Was it Pennywise? Speaking of which, I just finished Welcome to Derry a few nights ago, and it was excellent. From episode 5 on, it really picks up. It's amazing. Hold on. Well, some got loose. With all due respect to Tim Curry, I think Bill might be the best Pennywise. Not only the best Pennywise, he might be the best Skarsgård out of all the Skarsgårds, the truest Skarsgård of the clan of Skarsgård. Like Gustav and Alexander are just jockeying for number 2. Bill's putting up real numbers out here, folks. Okay, so if you didn't know, we are doing the Shadow Temple today. Looks like you're coming around. Link, a terrible thing has happened. The evil shadow spirit has been released. Impa, the leader of Kakariko village, had sealed the evil shadow spirit in the bottom of the well. I know, shit friggin' sucks, right? But the force of the evil spirit got so strong, the seal of the well broke, and it escaped into the world. I believe Impa has gone to the Shadow Temple to seal it again, but she will be in danger without any help. Link, Impa is one of the 6 sages. Destroy the evil shadow spirit and save Impa. There is an entrance to the Shadow Temple beneath the graveyard behind this village. The only thing I can do for you is teach you the melody that will lead you to the Shadow Temple. This is the melody that will draw you into the infinite darkness that absorbs even time. Listen to this. Nocturne of Shadow. Wrote a song about it, like to hear it go. Dun dun da dun 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 da dun 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 da dun dun da da do da dun do do. In the marmalade forest, between the make-believe trees, in a cottage cheese cottage, lived Albie, 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 the racist dragon. Flight of the Conchords, anyone? The song was kind of a bummer, I'm gonna be honest with you, Sheik. Even for a creepy graveyard song. Are you going through some stuff? You doing okay? Need me to check in on you? We need to check in on Sheik a little bit more. I think Sheik's going through it. Alright. We gotta go rescue Impa. But first things first.
Are you doing this because it's crucial for the progression of this game? Or are you doing it because you're a miserable jackass who delights in the pain and suffering of others?
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. I'll never forget what happened on that day 7 years ago. Grr. It's all that Ocarina kid's fault. Next time he comes around here, I'ma mess him up. What? You've got an Ocarina? What the heck? That reminds me of that time, 7 years ago. Back then, a mean kid came here and played a strange song. He messed up this windmill. I'll never forget this song. Thank you kindly, sir. Don't you go using that to make a bootstrap paradox now. Oh, perish the thought. I can honestly say I've never broken a promise to a windmill-dwelling lunatic before. good day, and again, good luck on your child assault.
Having fun today, are we?
Oh, absolutely, positively. It's impossible for me not to have fun playing Ocarina of Time. I love this game. I've started reading the manga. Chic. Hey, Gloomy Gus, you destroyed the wicked creatures that have haunted the temple and awakened the sage. But there are still other sages who need your help. In order to awaken all the other sages, you must become even more powerful. I think we're about to learn a new jingle. You must travel over mountains, underwater, and even through time. If you want to return to your original time, return the Master Sword to the pedestal of time. By doing this, you will travel back in time 7 years. The time will come when you will have to return here quickly. I will teach this to you for when that time comes. The song to return you to the Temple of Time, the Prelude of Light. Wrote a song about it, like to hear it, here it go. It's so fucking special. Dun-dun, dun-dun. But I'm a creep. Dun, bang, gang, gang. I'm a weirdo. You know what? She should probably have like some jug band music lined up for Link, right? Because Link is basically hill folk, you know? Actually, the idea of Sheik being condescending because Link lives in the forest is pretty funny to me. Hey, everybody, it's everyone's favorite hayseed. Look who woke up on the right side of the tree stump. All right, hold on. As long as you hold the Ocarina of Time and the Master Sword, you hold time itself in your hands. Link, we shall meet again. Yeah. All right. As we head on back in time, there was something I wanted to talk about with Iris. Iris, do you remember last episode when we were talking about what we would want to see for the next Zelda game? And one of the things we were talking about was the graphical style.
I don't have a record of that discussion, but I'm all ears now. What graphical style are you thinking for the next Zelda game? Something more realistic? Or do you prefer that classic cel-shaded look?
Honestly, I don't really have a preference in art style. I like that they change it up every few games, you know? It kind of lends itself to the idea that these are all stories that are being told by different people about the legend of Zelda and Link and Hyrule and all these different places and adventures, you know? So I like that they kind of switch it up. But what I'm saying is my pie in the sky hope would be that they would go with something like the RE engine from Capcom. And the reason I was bringing it up is because I was thinking about it later, and there actually is a Zelda game that was, I think it was developed by Capcom, which was the Minish Cap. Capcom made that, so it's not unprecedented that Capcom would develop a game for Nintendo. And plus, there's so many rumors flying around about all the different remakes and re-releases for Zelda for the 40th anniversary. I'm getting so many videos coming through my feed about, oh, there's new leaks just dropped about the 40th anniversary. Ocarina of Time remakes coming. Then also I heard that like Four Swords Adventure and a few other games like that, because they want to get after the game chat. So they want to have multiplayer Zelda games going. Go around and around and around. What fun. I'm so happy. I'm a music man who loves to go around and around. Go around and around. I'm trying to come up with the musical theme inspired by this windmill. Going around and around and around. You don't say. Well, I've got this jaunty tune. Right? Try this one on for size to see if it tickles your fancy, sailor. Ho 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 ho. Ha 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 ha. Oh, that's right. We did have to do this. I didn't just do this because I'm an asshole. It's all coming back to me. The memory is just flooding into my brain. All right. You have fun with this, sir. Go around and around, go around. What? It's going way too fast. All right. Good day, sir.
The two things aren't mutually exclusive, you know. Just because you had to ruin that guy's windmill doesn't mean you're not a jerk. It sounds like you enjoyed it after all.
I didn't enjoy it, but I just think it's funny that they add stuff like this. It gives these games personality, right? These little weird interactions with the villagers and townsfolk that you come across. All right. We are looking for the lens of truth. In order to get through the Shadow Temple, we absolutely need this thing. When you equip it, you're able to see like false walls and like hidden treasure chests and things like that, and sometimes hidden enemies. So we got to have it.
Are we having trouble finding our way around, love?
Actually, I think I found exactly where I'm supposed to be. Speaking of Minish Cap, I didn't play that till recently, like a year or two ago. All right, that'll do. Iris, how well received was Minish Cap when it was released, and then has that opinion changed at all in the years since?
The Minish Cap was pretty well received when it launched in 2004, getting praise for its charming graphics, gameplay mechanics, and story. Critics loved the unique shrinking mechanic. Who doesn't want to explore a world from a tiny perspective? Over time, it's maintained a solid reputation among fans. Many still consider it one of the better entries in the series. It's like that underrated gem people keep rediscovering. Do you think it deserves more love, or is it getting just the right amount of recognition?
I'm a bad person to ask. Like, I'm so I have such a blind spot for Zelda. Like, I love it no matter what. Like, it's like pizza. Even when it's quote unquote bad, it's good to me. Okay. Iris, what would you think of Capcom developing the next Zelda game? Whether it be an Ocarina of Time remake or an all-new entry? Right? They've kind of been on a hot streak.
Capcom developing the next Zelda game? That's an interesting thought. They've done well with remakes before, like Resident Evil, so a fresh take on Ocarina of Time could be visually stunning, and maybe even add some new mechanics. But let's be real, there's always a risk they could mess with the classic vibe in a way that fans wouldn't appreciate. New game or remake, they'd need to respect the core elements while bringing something fresh to the table. What do you think? Excited or terrified?
I'm excited because I'm such a Capcom stan. Okay. All right. Change my answer to terrified. Terrified right now. In this moment, I'm terrified. Okay. I remember this guy. He's one of the creepier Zelda bosses. All right. But if we're talking about Capcom doing a Zelda game, what I was saying is they've already kind of been on a hot streak since like 2018, 2017, right? When they Devil May Cry 5 and Resident Evil 7, that was like the beginning of them turning things around. No. Okay. Yeah, they've been on a hot streak for almost 10 years now, right? Take that shit. Yeah. All right. Give me your item. Does he give me do I get the lens of truth? What do we get? I'm excited for this one. This is it. We got the thing. All right. Time to head back to the future, I believe. Let's take this thing for a walk. Might be some stuff I've already been missing. All right. Oh, look at that. This thing's already paying dividends. And another rupee that I can't carry with me. Super duper. All right, let's get out of here. But what I was saying is, wait, hold on. Fool me once. Wait. Something over here. Capcom has already put out a great Zelda game previously with Minish Cap. That's why I brought it up. Oh, see? All right, got me before. Not this time. I'm not gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe. So yeah, I think Capcom could totally do it, and they definitely seem like they're more in their bag nowadays than they were then. Granted, a lot of the people who worked on the game may not even be there. I don't know who was on that development team at all. But I don't know. I'm such an easy mark for anything Capcom. I love all their properties. Cannot wait for Pragmata. I love Street Fighter 6. So yeah, they'd be my pick if Nintendo wasn't gonna do it themselves. All right, we're armed and dangerous with this spooky magnifying glass. Time to go give the Shadow Temple what for. Okay. All right, real talk. I'm gonna lay some on you. If you weren't around in 1998, it may not land for you how epic this shit was, right? This game and probably a few other ones like Final Fantasy VII were the first time we really see games be this cinematic and epic in scope. All right, here we are in the graveyard. Shadow Temple time, everybody. Everybody ready to get down and dirty in the graveyard? I know I am. I'm never not. Okay. Oh, you know what? It's time for one of my lesser used spells we got out here. All right, you ready? Ka, me, ha, me, ha. Oop, and the door opens. And away we go. If we were going to continue to talk about the next Zelda game, hold on, or the next big entry in a big franchise period, I would be cautious about getting on board the hype train, right? These, like I said, these YouTube videos and stuff do a really good job about overhyping every little bit of information, you know? And I'm sure people who have been fans of these franchises for extended periods of time, like years on top of years, like it's not super hard to get them whipped into a frenzy and like get their expectations super high. Like I've loved Zelda since I was very young, and no matter what, there's always gonna be a level of excitement. But if I let these guys, hold on, I obviously have the Eye of Truth, pal. Gathered Hyrule's bloody history of greed and hatred. Okay. Yeah, if I let these guys get me so get me so worked up that the reality of the product they're putting out could never meet those expectations, then I'm gonna be disappointed forever in any franchise or property or movie or whatever, you know, whatever medium, if you will. That's it. I think we're lost, guys. Wait. Whoop. Okay. And it's another spooky, I don't know what to call this guy. He has like the little weird shoulder shimmy. Okay. But I know your moves, pal. Alright, this should be a piece of cake. Walk in the park. You're not even spooky anymore. Alright. I do like the shoulder shimmy that's growing on me. Oh, I'm making my way over. Oh, you came into my creepy whatever. Oh, heavens. Alright, just fucking take the fucking thing. Alright, guys. We got some new stuff. Time to see just what kind of treasure a flamboyant cave monster keeps. Of course, some very flamboyant boots. I don't know what I was expecting. Think about how much harder this would have been if I didn't get the Lens of Truth. Can you even come in here without it? You probably can, but it becomes fucking impossible. It would have been way harder to find these stupid boots. Okay. Is there anything else in here? Alright, let's throw these bad boys on. You gotta see him on feet. There we go. No wonder he was hoarding these. These are choice. The monster probably had to get up like at 8 a.m. and have like 3 laptops going to beat the bots on Nike.com. Right? Gotta win that raffle. Alright. No? Alright. Alright. Okay. Alright. That one's invisible. That's just the way I came in. This one's invisible. I think the other one's bombable. Alright. What's behind door number 1? Okay. Whoa. Iris, while I gather up these rupees. Hold on. Alright. Don't want to fall for that. Let's have a discussion. I was wondering something before we started today's episode. You know, I always like to try and come up with topics to discuss with you, right? Keep these episodes a little interesting. How would you like to discuss which version of Link is the best?
Tough debate. Each Link has something unique. Some love the classic Hero of Time from Ocarina of Time for nostalgia and epic adventures. Others might argue for Link from Breath of the Wild with his freedom to explore and modern gameplay. What's your pick? Classic or modern?
We're actually gonna go a little deeper. We're gonna go Link by Link, not just style of Link. All right, we got a small key. So it'd be like each one. So like Breath of the Wild Link, Ocarina of Time Link, Link to the Past, Link Between Worlds, so on and so forth. And let's make it interesting. We'll break it down by stats and categories, right? We'll say like brute strength and items, who has the best items, and who's the smartest, etc., etc.
Let's see where this goes. Who's your pick for strength?
Who has to fight the most mummies? My pick for strength would be Twilight Princess Link. And I'm saying strength with items aren't in consideration. Like, I know Ocarina of Time Link has the gauntlets that make him super strong. I think Wind Waker Link does too. We're not considering items to enhance your strength, your natural strength. And I think Twilight Princess Link would probably have it in spades because he's a farmhand, right? He would have that strapping farm boy strength. I just don't think anybody else would have like that natural brute strength that a farmer would, you know? Somebody who like grew up on a ranch, essentially. What do you think?
Solid point. Twilight Princess Link does have that farm boy strength and a more mature build. He definitely looks capable of handling some heavy lifting. I could see the argument for him as the strongest, without item enhancements. What about stamina or endurance? How do you think he stacks up against the other Links?
I don't think about it. I still think I would still give it to Twilight Princess Link. When I was growing up, my friend's mom had a ranch, and he would go out there for the summer before football practice started, before two-a-days. And my guy would come back in amazing shape. He was out there like chopping wood and stuff. And I think the strength you get is different than the strength you would get from a weight room. Like his physique belied how actually strong he was, you know? So yeah, I think I would still give it to Twilight Princess Link. But let me think about it. I'll have to think about it for a little bit. Like, deal with these friggin' Skulltulas.
Fair enough. If we're going by real-world analogies, that ranch life would definitely build some serious endurance. Twilight Princess Link's physicality aligns with that, so he takes the crown for strength and stamina then. What's next? Intelligence?
Sure. Let's say intelligence. I Let me see. Off the top of the dome, I can't really think of an instance where one kind of outshines the other. Do you have any observations that might indicate one might be more intelligent than the rest? Or a few might be leading the pack at least?
Yeah, it's tricky. Most Links are pretty smart, solving puzzles and navigating dungeons. But if we consider strategic thinking, Breath of the Wild Link shines with his ability to adapt on the fly using runes and environmental interactions. Twilight Princess Link has some clever moments too, but he's more about brute force in some areas. Any particular Link come to mind for you?
No, that sounds solid. So, what do we have? Strength for Twilight Princess Link and intelligence for Breath of the Wild Link. All right, we gotta keep track of all this. What's next?
How about Arsenal next? Which Link do you think has the best collection of weapons and items?
That's a tough one. Really, really tough. You know what? Honestly, it might be Breath of the Wild Link, because he has like all the runes and things like that. And in Tears of the Kingdom, he gets like the ability to craft and create like all these vehicles and weapons and things like that. So yeah, I think it might be Breath of the Wild Link.
Definitely a strong choice. With weapon crafting, upgrades, and a variety of tools at his disposal, he can adapt to nearly any situation with that versatility. What category do you want to tackle next?
Let's say, who is the most seasoned adventurer, right? Who has the most experience? They're not gonna get frazzled when they're faced with a predicament.
Got it. For most seasoned Link, you could argue that Twilight Princess Link has the most experience as an adventurer, facing multiple challenges and learning along the way. However, Ocarina of Time Link has a unique edge, battling through two distinct parts of his life and gaining wisdom from those experiences. Breath of the Wild Link has experience too, but he wakes up after a long slumber with some lost memories. Who do you think is the most seasoned?
$5, great. I would say it's probably what is this? $10. Oh, small key. Okay. All right. We found something useful. I think Link to the Past Link might be the most seasoned. I think he's been in the most games, right? Because he was in Game Boy games too, right? And also, wasn't he? It's the same Link in Link's Awakening, no?
That's a solid point. The Link from A Link to the Past has been through quite a few adventures, including Link's Awakening, Oracle of Ages, and Oracle of Seasons. That's definitely a lot of questing and growth for one character. He's got experience across multiple games and timelines. So you could make a strong case for him being the most seasoned Link. What category do you want to tackle next?
Hold on. How about which Link has the most swagger, right? We'll say charisma. That's definitely on the Dungeons and Dragons character chart, right? We gotta take that into account. All right.
Charisma, huh? That's an interesting one. I'd say that a Link from Wind Waker has some serious swagger. His expressive animations and interactions give him a playful charm that stands out. On the flip
Agreed.
side, Twilight Princess Link has a more mature vibe and confidence that can be pretty charismatic too. But if we're talking pure presence and charm, Wind Waker Link definitely wins the charisma contest. What do you think?
I think you hit the nail squat on the head, right? I think he's the most charming out of all the Links. Yeah, what's our final tally?
The only version of Link with more than 1 point is the one from Breath of the Wild.
Really?
He scored a point for both intelligence and arsenal.
Well, that's the game, folks. Given that, I don't think that Breath of the Wild Link is the most interesting Link. There we go. Yeah, when you stack him up next to the other Links, he's interesting. Like, they're all interesting. He's an interesting character, just period. But I don't think his story and journey is the most engrossing. It doesn't really catch me like some of the other, like the Ocarina of Time version of Link, his whole story, and the fact that this is kind of the linchpin of a lot of different things because the timeline splits because of this story. Instantly makes him more interesting, and maybe we should have made that a category. How much impact they have on the overall Zelda lore. Oh, come on. But Link to the Past Link is also more interesting in my opinion. And what we got? And I think Wind Waker Link too, because all right, even beyond Wind Waker, he has to establish a new Hyrule with Zelda or Tetra or whatever. I don't know. I just don't think Breath of the Wild Link is as interesting as the other ones we have. Ooh. Wait. Since this is taking place in the graveyard dungeon, essentially, is this supposed to be us crossing the river Styx, right? Like the Grim Reaper ferrying us over into the afterlife? I'm gonna be totally honest, Nintendo. This is pretty fucking metal. I'm on the highway to hell. Dun, dun, dun. Highway to... Hold on. Time to abandon ship. All right. Okay. Whoop. Vaya con Diablo, muchacho. Excuse me. Iris, which version of Link do you think had the greatest impact on the overall lore of The Legend of Zelda? Wait.
I'd say Ocarina of Time Link has the greatest impact on
Burning
Zelda lore.
attack!
He essentially set the foundation for the series' timeline and introduced key elements like time travel, major characters, and pivotal events that shaped future games. His journey defined the franchise and influenced many subsequent Links.
I think I agree.
What about you? Any other contenders in mind?
Yeah, I think I'm on the same exact time you're on. But if I was gonna throw another one, like another name into the hat, I think it would be Skyward Sword Link, right? Just because I think that was the origin of everything, right? Of Ganon, the evil demise, right? And his curse that would become Ganon and Ganondorf, the spirit of the hero, the blood of the goddess. Yeah, it all originates with that game. But yeah, I am of the same mind. I think Ocarina of Time Link's his story is the most impactful to the overall Zelda lore. Ooh, I don't know if I said it. Like in addition to reading the manga, I have started playing Majora's Mask. And I'm having a hard time. I don't remember any of it. I only played it once. I remember enjoying it, but it was definitely stressful and just kind of a bummer overall. And I think I played it the one time and I just never really went back. It's not because I don't think it's a good game or I don't love it. I do, but it was just, I don't know. It just wasn't as replayable for me. And maybe if I had more time on my hands at that time, but no, I was just like, oh. A lot of it's confusing if you don't have a walkthrough, or if you're not familiar with like the ways. Well, it doesn't even play like a different Zelda game, so I can't even say like if you're unfamiliar with Zelda. It's just takes a very particular type of person, but I do like it. But I'm gonna try and resolve that Rubik's Cube again here. I'm already stuck, but I'm gonna try and work my way through it. Because I do like it. And I remember it having a lot of cool concepts and interesting characters. And I think it only has like 3 dungeons, right? We're gonna try it. Oh. Damn it. Okay. You know what else I want to try? I think I want to go back through whenever I'm done with this. I want to give Master Quest another shot. I want to try that game again. I think the only things that really changed are the layouts of the dungeons, but still, can't get enough Ocarina of Time, right? Ooh. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Mama said these were my magic shoes. And scene. What you just experienced was a taste of what people in the Point Loma Municipal Theater have been getting for the last several months, where I have been the understudy for Brian Austin Green in the off-Broadway production of Forrest Gump. That's right. Mr. Green has failed to show up for even one show, so it's been all Drew, baby. All right. Boss fight time. Whoop. We're in the nether world. Oh, we're just having a jam session? Is that what's going on? Phantom Shadow Beast. Bongo bongo. All right. Ooh. Okay. Now, I know this fool didn't just try and pimp slap me. I know I didn't just witness that. Wait. Okay. Whoa. Ooh. No. Okay, yeah. Oh, all right. Ow, no. Am I dead? Am I freaking dead? All right. I think I got some fairies. I got fairies. Should be good. All right. No. All right. Come on, Drew. Come on. All right. Round 2, asshole. You're not gonna like what happens next, big boy. I just hit it. There you go. All right. Yeah. All right. And yeah. Like this. Like that. The rhythm is gonna get you. The rhythm is gonna get you. The rhythm is gonna get you. The rhythm is gonna get you tonight. Bum, bum, ba-dum. Come on. All right. Ooh. Come on, Ongo Bongo. Oh, shit. Okay, no. Ooh. All right, once you get the handle on it, it's pretty easy. Gotta tell you. I think the biggest adversary in this fight is the camera, right? Look, come on. Ooh. And he goes down like a sack of potatoes. Or is that just round one? You should be done, right? This was just round one. You thought you were fighting him eye to eye, but this was actually his sphincter you were fighting. His head's up at the top. He hasn't revealed. Nope. All right, he's dead. I gotta tell you, as far as interdimensional beings go, you're no Pennywise, Buster. All right, where's my heart piece? There we are. Guys, we did it. I think we got 2 temples left. And today was a fun day. You got a heart container. And we're out of here. Guys, we're gonna wrap up for today. I really appreciate you hanging out with me. It would really help us out if you left us a like. It really helps our little channel. Subscribe. You'll be around next time we play another episode. We got to talk to Impa before we hit the road for today. The boy with the noble Zelda's ocarina. As I expected, you have come. I am Impa, one of the Sheikah. I am Princess Zelda's caretaker, and I am also the sage who guards the Shadow Temple. We Sheikah have served the royalty of Hyrule from generation to generation as attendants. However, on that day 7 years ago, Ganondorf suddenly attacked, and Hyrule Castle surrendered after a short time. Ganondorf's target was one of the keys to the Sacred Realm, the hidden treasure of the royal family, the Ocarina of Time. My duty bound me to take Zelda out of Ganondorf's reach. When last I saw you as we made our escape from the castle, you were just a lad. Now, I see that you have become a fine hero. There's nothing to worry about. The princess is safe now. Soon, you'll meet Princess Zelda, face to face, and she will explain everything. That is when we, the 6 wise ones, will seal up the evil king and return peace to Hyrule. I have to stay here. You go to Princess Zelda's side and protect her on my behalf. Now, I put my power, which should be helpful to you, into this medallion. You receive the Shadow Medallion. Impa awakens as a sage and adds her power to yours. Let's fucking go. Please look out for the princess. Alright guys, that's going to do it for us today. I hope you had a good time. I sure did. I have so much fun playing Ocarina of Time. I think we only got 2 episodes left. But yeah, I'm a skedaddle. I'll see you next time.